Hello everyone, it's Old Guardian here. Do you like to win games in Hearthstone but you don't have a lot of dust? Well, I have a perfect solution for you right here. Because Demon Hunter, you get most of Demon Hunter cards for free. Demon Hunter is still extremely powerful. And while people are using these sorts of warclaves that are epics and they're using Metamorphosis, which is legendary, you can actually build a perfectly viable Demon Hunter deck without using any expensive cards. So this particular deck costs 720 dust, and I was just cruising through legend ranks with this one. Just blowing opponents out of my way, winning practically every game. And yeah, it's just really strong. This is an update of my earlier Demon Hunter budget build, but that was built before the Demon Hunter second nerf set was in. So Demon Hunter of course was nerfed a little bit and the meta has changed a little bit, but the basic core idea of this deck remains the same. There's the questing adventurer and there's the mana burn. And mana burn is just so incredibly strong. In every Demon Hunter deck where it has been played, it has been one of the best performing cards. It's a tempo card, and Hearthstone players generally don't value tempo as much as just some things that hit face. But Questing Adventurer Mana Burn can just close out so many games when the opponent can't answer the Questing Adventurer. This deck is now fully updated for the current meta and for the current understanding of card strength, so Beaming Sidekick, one of the most promising deck cards that have been introduced to Demon Hunter over the past couple of weeks, is included in this deck. So you can buff up your questing adventure, or you can buff up something like your Satyr Overseer so that you can actually run into an explosive trap and have something survive. Just a really flexible tool in a deck like this, where one of the weaknesses that others have been targeting is your inability to get high health on your minions. The deck also includes a pair of frozen Shadow Weavers so that you can, playing the mirror match, you can freeze the opponent's face and just keep doing your thing. It's probably also possible to build a Priestess style build on a budget, but I chose to go with this full aggro setup first, and this was just phenomenal. As for the mulligans with this deck, you're looking to get aggressive and get aggressive early on. Battle Fiend, Blazing Battle Mage, Umber Wing. Sometimes something like Crimson Sigil Runner if you can guarantee outcast position for that, or like Satyr Overseer if you already have a curve, or Twin Slice to support your things. Maybe even the Questing Adventure in some cases, like with Coin, Mana Burn, Twin Slice type of setups against some slower decks or something. But generally I don't keep Questing Adventure in my mulligan. I just like to get on the board on one and go from there. If you enjoyed this content, please subscribe to my YouTube channel and click the bell icon to get notifications when new videos come. I also live stream on Twitch 6 days a week. Down below in the description you can find a link to my Twitch channel, so check that out. And now, let's go take a look at Budget Aggro Demon Hunter, cruising through Legend. I'm just experimenting with updating my budget builds here. I would need to update the Priestess version of Demon Hunter and the Non-Priestess version. And this was an idea I had, but I'm not certain if this is what I really want to do yet. I have to feel it a little bit and see how it plays. Then start to think, okay, what should I replace? This is now with the questings and mana burns. I'm not sure if that's a great idea. I think I'll use one slice to kill the Battle Fiend. So that's why I build decks like this. Oh, Satyr Overseer, but I can't use it. I think I want to return the favor and freeze that one. Freeze his face, let's see. He could have an eye beam for my Shadow Weaver. That would suck a little. Just a little though. It's not too bad yet. Ooh, a Questing Adventurer. I'm so intrigued by the possibilities. Not yet the time, right? It's Satyr Overseer time now. And it was just hero power that went down. But might not be time next turn either, because I have the Slice and Adept. So, does questing belong in the deck? I'm not sure yet. We'll see. Do you think Budget Deck Warrior would work? No, because you don't have Risky Skipper, and the entire deck is built around Risky Skipper. And it's totally impossible to make it work without a Risky Skipper. The best you could do would be to try to build some kind of Galagron deck, and use Awaken as a substitute. It might be possible to do something with that, but it's still unlikely. I have Risky Skipper though, and then it's no longer a budget deck, because you just have a card that costs, like, how many packs? Many packs. Okay, we're going in with the questing. It's questing time. Just going all in with the questing now. Trade away his board. Hit him in the face. 6/6 on the board now. And Claybound Adept coming in with the hero power next turn. And he has 3 mana now. Let's see. What can he do? I've already seen one I-Beam. But this might still not be a win, because I am out of resources, and then on 6 he can still get a good turn. I can't do this, it's a runner, right? I don't think I can. Then he might have a Claybound Adept in response. Well, that can happen. Pow. We're still just punching him in the face. See what happens. He's staring at quite a lot of damage here. So even 6 mana might not save him. This is like what I was thinking with the questing style, but I'm not sure if it's good enough. Because there's rogues in the meta, and the rogues have stunners, and stunners can then throw the questing back to your hand. So there's some weaknesses about that. Probably just gonna play Demon Hunter. Well, yeah, there are lots of budget. I mean, you can find budget decks on my YouTube, for example. You could play Zoo, you could play Hunter. I just played Hunter to Legend today, with 4 rare cards in it. So there are plenty of things that you can do. What's the plan here? It's Claybound Adept on that one. Okay. So he's trying to set up lethal here.
They will never catch me.
Give me a quest.
The fires of vengeance.
For now.
Questing Adventure and Mana Burn. We just go in with the Battlefiend, I guess. Let's go. Much Battlefiends. Just play both Battlefiends on one. I mean, Mage is pretty weak doing things immediately. Yeah, we're totally going Battlefiend here. Arcane Breath is like the only card that immediately answers one of these. Or he could ping one of them down over 2 turns. Yeah, I would choose this route too. I think that's a fairly good route. Oh, I do want to play that. Let me start hitting the face a little bit. Whee! And then I was like, oh my god, whee! The mage is set up for another ping. This deck really needs to win on this tempo, because it doesn't have a lot of value in it. Mana Burn would probably be game winning quite soon here. Oh boy, that Questing Adventure. Do I just play it? I mean, the upside is huge.
Give me a quest.
I just play it. If he can't answer it, the upside is just immense. He has to be able to answer it right now. 4 mana, can you do it? Double Ray of Frost, you can. Alright, well... I figured it was worth the try, because he clearly didn't have the Arcane Breath or anything that kills these earlier. Then... ironic. Ironically enough, then the mana burn top deck. So if I had waited with the questing, I would have had much better results. Well, for 5 mana he shouldn't be able to do much, and then I can prevent him from getting to a 6 mana turn. There could be the Rolling Fireball. There are 2 cards left that were kept, so we'll see. Okay, so I want the Satyr Overseer out here. It's the Satyr. It's the I-Beam. The tiny ones will trade. I will kill it off. I'm going to mana burn and push on face damage. So now the mage goes back to 4 mana. And is staring at lethal on board, so he needs exactly Frost Nova. Bone Wraith has been played. 4 mana. Frost Nova is the only out. Right? Mana burn. Rah, Demon Huntering. Alright, let's go. I heard Mana Burn is quite good in Not Demon Hunter in Wild. Yeah, and Mana Burn has been really good, also in Standard. For some reason it hasn't seen a lot of play. And to be honest, I don't quite understand why. Because there were a lot of experimentation with Mana Burn earlier. And the statistics on it were extremely good. But then players just decided they don't want to play with it. Who cares about statistics? With a hand like this, I uncharacteristically want to swing with this one. Because I want to equip this one too. Typically I would never swing with the Umberwing. So now my opponent might be wondering, okay, what on earth is he doing? But I just wanted to hit with that because I have the other Umberwing. It's going to be the Miscreant, isn't it? It's always the Miscreant. And Backstabber Reno too. Fine. Ooh, Satyr Overseer. That's fun one too. Although he has an excellent card to trade into it. But he will always have that. So I could do the Satyr Overseer. I think it's better to go with another Umberwing. That means just hitting face with this one. Then equipping the other Umberwing. And then playing the Crimson Sigil Runner. Just draw more stuff. I think I like this. This means also that I have like Satyr Overseer play into Claybound Adept play. Potentially. But the Rogue has a couple of lackeys now. So... we'll see where this is going. Mana Burn doesn't do face damage, so it didn't make the cut. Yeah, but I mean the statistics on this card. Right before people for some reason stopped playing this, and the statistics on this were just insane. It was like in top 5 cards of every deck where it was played in. And then they just stopped playing. I was like, what? Like totally like, what? Oh dear, I might need an Altruis.
You have me.
And draw a card transferred to a random legendary minion. Is that scary? Not really. It loses tempo. But I can't clear and get the Satyr out there.
Demons? Demons.
I guess it's fine. So I'll play the Satyr. I'll kill a Lucky here. I'll I-beam that one, and I'll kill Lucky there. And with just one minion up. He gets a random legendary now, but random legendaries are most likely not going to be playable in time. So there's that. Moko, well, that was a great set of lackeys. Fine, I want to kill this lackey. Do I? He can't talk Waggle yet anyway. Maybe actually kill this one. Because it gives the Claybounder a better chance to survive. So now there's one random legendary card. Then three actual rogue cards. Alright, so unless he gets Rush Lucky or Damage Lucky, this one survives. He has rolled perfect lackeys all day long. Just rolling them lackeys in. I need to do a questing adventure, right? I think I do.
Give me a quest.
Sidekick or mana burn? I like the mana burn. He'll go to 6 mana. What can Rogue do with 6 mana? He doesn't have any lackeys in hand.
I grow impatient.
Hey, I got you, friend.
I think we'll just do the sidekick and trade that. I mean, he could have, of course, Secret and a Stunner, but Secret and a Stunner only costs 3. I can never prevent Secret and a Stunner. But these cards are mostly fairly recent. There's no particular reason to expect anything good from there. We're about to find out. That's a good one though, because that can be turned into a Faceless Corruptor, even through Mana Burn next turn. And that would be 8 damage, which would exactly kill the Questing Adventurer, unless I I-beam my own minion, in which case it cannot do that.
It's going to be okay.
So I want to I-beam this to give the Questing 9 health, so that a Faceless Corruptor cannot kill the Questing. So no Faceless Corruptor is in the note. Secret plus Stunner is the main way. And I can never really do anything about that. If that's there, that's there. Rush or Damage Lackey could allow him to kill the 4-3. So 7, 11, 12, 13 damage on board. I don't quite have enough here.
The fires of vengeance burn bright.
Vengeance is mine.
I want to clean these up, right? I mean, this is always going to face. The question is just, does this go to the face as well? No, it clears that one.
Dark in the sky.
Alright, 2 free cards. How good are the 2 free cards? Not good enough. Splendid. I don't think I want to keep the questing here. It might be good, but I'm just not a believer. Alright, let's see about this hunt then. Forgetting that I forgot. Happens. Well, I can Chaos Strike that one down. That's nice. So, a Dragon Hunter. Well, it could still be a Highlander Hunter, of course. Let's see about this in the very near future. There can always be the explosive traps and stuff. So do I want to go in with the Satyr? If I go in with the Satyr, I also have to spend the coin and the slices. Well, what's the real alternative? Like I-beam that.
I grow impatient.
That is an alternative. Now we go in with the Satyr.
All I see is weakness.
Do I go into slices? Could have gone to yeah, this is better. Trade that away. The 2-2 out there. But Corrosive Breaths, Face Stalker, or just Hero Secret from hand. Lots of ways for the hunter to deal with this. So far not too bad though. Just Battle Fiend, Hero Power, hit face, we could comboing, face with that. I want to play these cards so that I can do Skull of cooldown on 6. So on 5 I will do I-beam, Shadow Weaver and Hero Power. Then I'm in position to play the Skull on 6. Does the hunter have the explosive trap? Is the question. The explosive trap hunter, do you have it? There could also be like an untargetable minion. Then I have to I-beam on 1-1. But that's okay. I'll do that. Splendid. Don't mana burn. Probably not, so we're going to I-beam that. Yeah, we're totally I-beaming that one. Do I trade into 1-1s? I might need to preserve my own health total a little bit, yeah. I have the option to just mana burn.
Is it cold in the shadows?
Mana burn hunter down to 4. Otherwise I need to mana burn in 2 turns. Mana burn is fine. Trading away the 1-1s is fine. Let's just go with this. I have one more charge left here so that I can do Skull of cooldown and I can attack. At 4 mana he can still play his explosive traps, of course. Well, this doesn't die to an explosive trap. Then with the tempo I get from the Skull, I should be able to do things. Have you played the new Quest Warlock? I have not yet, no. That's second Corrosive Breath. Probably. Could have been Kill Command. But probably a Corrosive Breath. Alright, well then it's the Skull turn. I do have to kill that. I do have to kill the Dragonbane. But now I will be able to do it. So I'll just I-beam. I-beam the Dragonbane. Use a slice. And I can kill that one. And these can push another 8 damage to the hunter's face. Splendid. Well, now hunter does have 7 mana. I can do another Skull next turn. So this one, Skull, 5 mana. Leaves me with another 2 mana left over. Could also go to the Skull from this direction, but that's less likely. And if he sets up an explosive trap, then I can save the Battle Fiend with the sidekick. So that's there are a couple of there's Shadow Weaver and there's the Corrosive Breath. It's actually a Highlander Hunter. I did not see that coming. I thought it was a Dragon Hunter, because he played all the dragon cards. Alright. Well, that's interesting. There can be a fair bit of damage coming. Okay, now I can't get the skull from this direction. So we're going to the skull from this way. Let's skull it up. See what happens next. Not getting anything really useful. Oh dear. I mean, I can get to this Crimson Sigil Runner, so I guess I will. That's card draw anyway.
They will never catch me.
And then we're pushing with 4 to the face. Okay, let's see what's going to happen next. If he finds the explosive trap, but now it's far less likely that he can find an explosive trap when he's Highlander. So, if he finds the explosive trap, then obviously that's great. But if he doesn't find it, then... well... he needs an unleash. If he doesn't find it a secret. He could bluff with a secret. That's going to get silenced if it has taunt. No taunt. Do you think he can survive without a taunt? Maybe he can. He might. There could be like Bran and stuff. Intriguing. And Dragon Queen Alexstrasza is available next turn. That's really interesting. So I have 5 damage. I would need another 5 damage to win this turn. That is probably not going to happen. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to trade this one away. I'm going to freeze the Siamat. Develop the Satyr. Do I also want to develop Battle Mage, or do I want to save that in case I pick up an Altruis? Well, he didn't have the explosive trap last turn, so I think I will develop the Battle Mage. And then I'll just hit with these. Hold on to the silence effect. So, Dragon Queen Alexstrasza can be played. That could do things. He could find his explosive trap. Unleash. Unleash probably isn't good enough. I mean, now he's just dead on board. There is literally already enough damage on board. Alright, so that was the Highlander version, which is better. That's pretty good against Demon Hunter, but what do you know? Thank you for watching. If you enjoyed the show, please click the like button and subscribe to my channel for more.